Hey Chris, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out the other day and promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to really maximize your traffic online. So with that, let me get started. Looking through your site, it's really nicely put together. You got your socials here, request a quote, click to call, your address right at the top, your form submit. Navigation nicely laid out, lots of service areas, which is fantastic. Quite a bit of services. This is a nice looking site. You have your keywords kind of underlined. These are usually national keywords. This best roofing companies in Raleigh is a local one, so that's good. Overall, I'd say the look of your site is pretty nice. It's pretty well put together. I would say here on the home page, especially, I haven't gone through most of your pages. You have a big site, but there's not a ton of content here. Content's pretty important in terms of ranking for a couple of reasons. One, you want those buyer intent keywords here. Like right here, Raleigh roofer in your heading. Have them throughout your content. Save image as those keywords. So I'm hoping this image is saved as, oh, that's a web page thing. It's not even an image. So I'm hoping these are saved as keywords. Nope, it's 11 minute. But you would save these as like Raleigh Roofing Company, Roof Repair Raleigh, so Google, when they crawl them, they see that that you have those keywords in your content. So outside of that, adding content and saving those images as keywords, your site looks pretty well put together. I would say that the more content you have, the more likely you are to rank, just because Google kind of associates lots of content with being an expert in your field. So a lot of times you can hide things in accordion menus that kind of scroll down, or tabs and stuff like that. So you don't necessarily need a ton of content just listed out. But your site looks good. Looks like there's a lot of good things you're doing here. But that would be my first tip, is to add more content, specifically content with those buyer intent keywords, and being able to save those photos as keywords as well. My second tip would just be to give yourself many ways in which to be seen for any given keyword. And what I mean by that is, when someone searches roofing companies in Raleigh, North Carolina, there's many ways for them to convert, right? You have these local ads, and they're really effective, a useful tool. And in fact, I really like what Google has done with these. And really, the reason I like them is because they have a high conversion rate. Usually, by the time people click them and call, when you get a call, you get a message. It usually converts at a high rate. They are more expensive than the Google ads, but a lot of customers feel safe in using them because they have their Google guaranteed, Google backed to a certain financial backing with Google. So if one of the companies were to do a bad job, they can go in and hire you, and Google would pay for part of that. So, or all of it, depending on what they back it with. So, gives the customer peace of mind. Google Ads is a great tool. They normally are above here, and they convert at a much lower rate, usually like 3 to 5%. But they are shown big and bold, and they're at the top, and they get a lot of impressions, and it's a good way to potentially increase branding and just really get your information out there and be seen by a lot of people. These Google My Business listings, this map pack, super important to get ranked here. They could pull up to 40% of the traffic. So on this particular keyword, 500 searches a month, and looking at how many, I found 12,000 searches just in Raleigh, roofing companies in Raleigh, roofing contractors. So there's a lot of volume here. And this particular keyword quite a bit here, but 200 of those searches potentially are going to these top 3 Google business profiles. So a lot of traffic going here, and then ranking organically. And that would be my third tip, is to rank organically and really build up the site. But if you're running a local ad and you're ranking here, and you're running a Google business ad and you're ranking in the map pack and you're ranking organically, you're going to pull as much traffic as you can. And at the end of the day, it's just about getting as many people to your site as possible that are potential buyers, right? So going with my third tip, your site is pretty strong, actually. There's a lot of things that you're doing that you've built up the strength of your site. The problem I feel like you have is that it was all done at once, right? And we're talking like 2 months ago, all of a sudden you went from nothing, from 1 to almost 300. So Google likes things to look organic and kind of happen. I think you'd be better off with like 10 referring domains. I think you'd be ranking for more things, and you'd be ranking higher. Because as you can see, like RoofWorks, you're on the 4th page. Raleigh Roofer, you're on the 6th page. You just never get higher than the 4th page, and I really don't think that's something that you're wanting to rank for there. So, I feel it could be because whatever company you have doing your SEO really just bombarded your site with a lot of links right away. So eventually that'll even itself out, but it never looks organic. It never looks good when all of a sudden you go from 1 link to 300. So and then almost all of those are do follow links, which is kind of a red flag too. You want mostly do follow links, but you don't want all do follow links. So having all but 4 is kind of iffy. So, just to let you know, because if I look at your competition, like this is Baker's Roofing, and this is a back page. But as you can see here, they have 43, and this is a massive company. Massive, they do stuff all over the place. This is one of their back pages. This back page alone is getting 2,000 searches a month. And if you look here, it's a gradual incline, decline. Like it looks way more organic than what you have going on. And they only have 19 do follow links out of 43. So, usually you want most of them, but they have so much power coming from their homepage. It's doing a good job there. So, I hope this has been helpful and informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, concerns, comments. I'd love to get your feedback on the video. But with that, have a great day, and God bless.